Hello everybody, this is Rachel from The Playful Elephant, and today I wanted to share with you this brand new album that I just finished making. It features my own paper collection called Blissfully Ever After. So I made this album using chipboard for all of the pages. So as opposed to using cardstock, the pages are chipboard. So they're very, very, very sturdy. It's a rather heavy album, but you know, not overly so. It's pretty big. I think the cover is 11 by 11.5, and it's got, I don't know, a 3-inch spine, I believe. 4 pages on the inside. So here is the front. So what I did for the front was I just matted it with some paper. I wrapped the spine with some coordinating paper, and I used some wedding lace on the front and on the back. I also matted it with another flower design that I fussy cut from the paper. And then I just took some of the elements from the collection and I popped them up using 3-dimensional foam. We have a little bow here. So yeah, that is the front. The back, pretty plain, just the paper. All right, so again, this is 4 pages. It's got 4 interior pages, and it's got the front inside cover and the back inside cover. So let's start with the front. So over here, we have this very large pocket that I cut out from one of the feature pages in the collection. It is pretty darn large. Okay, so we've got this little wallet insert with some goodies inside. Now, most of the inserts in this album, I left the backs blank or plain, but you can put another image on the back of every single one of these. So when I went through and counted this album, I believe there were 98 dedicated spots for photos. But realistically, you could probably, I don't know if you could double that number, but easily 150 photos, because you could put photos on the backs of every single one of these inserts. Okay, so photo here, photo here. I just glued this decorative piece to the pocket. There's all these little, I think the album comes with 10 4x4 cards. Half of them you can journal on. Here's another 4x4 journaling card, some more photo mats. Another pocket down here with a Mr. and Mrs. banner popped up again on 3D foam. Okay. And then here's another photo mat, a little key that says love. So 2 more pictures here, but you could add 2 more here. You could journal, you know, just glue on your own embellishments, whatever you want to do, or more embellishments. And then these 2 are 4x4 frames that I have paper clipped together for now, because whoever gets this album can go ahead and fit, yeah, I think I have this cut down to like 3.5 by 3.5, but you can slide a photo in there in place of this piece, and then you can glue the photo in, and then you can glue this down, but I have it paper clipped for now. So there's 2 of those. All right. Page 1 is 2 giant pockets. So I have a little balloon here that says the hunt is over, just different design paper. So 2 more photo mats. You can fit 4 photos. Again, you could add just as many photos on the backs. And then we have a couple of, another 5x5 journaling card, and here's a 4x6 journaling card. I think that's it for page 1. Okay, so page 2, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this into the frame. So this is a little booklet with spaces for 5 more photos, or you could just do photos on the cardstock spaces. You can journal on the white spaces, and that gets tied down by twine. This pops up, flips up, I should say. This flips down. And then in the very center, we have these little booklets And there you go. You could put photos here, okay? I do wedding. I just took some of the fussy cut embellishments and just glued them. And these are held shut by these little arrows. Okay, and then this opens. And we have a giant pocket here in the center, okay? A couple more photos. Again, you could do whatever you wanted on the backs there. This is just more of this paper. This kind of creates one cohesive image all the way down. And then a giant pocket here, another photo mat. And this is one of those instances where you could just fit so much more in this album. I could just squeeze so much more in there. I just, you know, there's just lots of space. So many more pictures than what I counted. And then we have a pocket over on this wing. I just took some of the leftover pieces from the paper that had cute little images, and I just backed them to cardstock. On the backs, you could put photos, you could put white paper and journal, you could add more embellishments, whatever you wanted to do. So that's that pocket. Okay, so these two get closed first, then this one, then this one. And then page 3, this is a magnet. This keeps these two panels shut. There we go. And then when they open, it's a pop-up. So you can fit 8 pictures here, wallet-size pictures. Okay. You could put pictures in some of them. You can journal in the other spaces. All right. And next page, we have a large pocket right here. So here's 2 more of the 4x6 journaling cards, and this is another situation where you could just load so many more images or whatever you wanted, because these are both pockets, okay? So this will be a great place to just put a pile of pictures. You could also put an image on the backs of these. And then these 2 open for 4 more pictures. Okay. And, oh, this opens, okay. So we have this giant heart. Look at all that space for journaling. Of course, you could still adhere things to this if you didn't want to use all of that for journaling. I just glued this element down. You have all of this real estate. You could use it for pictures or for whatever you wanted. There's another more space on the back of the heart. Photo mat, journaling, journaling. Okay? And then the other page is identical. I won't be able to get all that in frame, but you can see that's the same idea. So we've got all of this, we've got the heart, photo mat, journaling, journaling. Okay? So then when we close this, we see the main area for that page. All right. So here we have a large pocket. I don't have anything in there, so there we go. There's another pocket. Oh no, actually I lied, that's not a pocket. That's just where you're gonna slide a photo, okay? So you can put a photo there, all right? And then this is the pocket. So we have 2 4x4 journaling cards, room for 2 4x4 pictures. You could do whatever you wanted on the back. You could leave them plain. And then this flips up. And here we have another photo mat. Here another photo mat. And then I left this design open. You could shove some things behind there, so such as this little embellishment. And then this page, this is a very large pocket, so much more space than what I have, than what I'm utilizing. So 2 more 4x6 journaling cards. Lots of room on the back to add photos, whatever you want to add. This opens up. So you could put photos here. This opens up. I featured this design here. And then photos here. And 2 photos here. Okay. And then we have a large pocket here. I just went ahead and adhered this element to the pocket. Okay, I think this one I did on 2 sides. So 3 photos, turn it over 1 more, and then this is a pocket. So another situation where you could just stack a bunch of, just shove a pile of pictures in there. Embellishments, journaling cards, whatever you wanted to do, okay? And then 2 more photo mats. This one says bride. And you can slide your photo right under that decorative trim. I made this one super large. I don't think I realized how big it was, but it's okay, it works. And then page 8. So I did cut a slot in this paper and I backed it to cardstock so it had that black border. I don't have anything in there. But again, another situation where you could just stick a whole bunch of stuff in there, okay? And then this slides open and you've got room for 5 more photos. And then on the back inside cover, 2 waterfalls held down by magnets. And I featured all of my, well, half of my 4x6 cards. These are not journaling cards. These are just for decoration. Every other one has one. And then in between, you can do photo, and then where there is a 4x6 card, you could put a photo on top. You could journal, whatever you wanted to do. Same thing over here. I featured 4x4 cards. And you could put pictures in between. Okay, that is the album. So I actually do have this available as a tutorial in my Etsy shop, and of course the paper is also available in my Etsy shop. I used 12x12 paper to make this collection, but I do have the 8.5x11 paper collection also available. They are digital paper collections, so that's also in my Etsy shop. But in the least, I hope you enjoyed just looking at this album and got some inspiration for your next project. So thank you so much for joining me.